Good morning. This is Caron Davis of Caron Realty International, and we have an exciting episode for you today. And it's like I think I'm ready to go on holidays. But I just wanted to introduce Stu again from CEO of Seafood Connection. We had Stu a few months ago, but being Christmas, and my favorite time is Christmas, and my favorite food is seafood. And we're going to ask Stu lots of questions today. And feel free to text or call in with questions you might have for him, but he's going to tell us how we can make a great feast with seafood during the holiday period. And I welcome Jamie too today. Jamie's our marketing director at Caron Realty International. And Jamie, tell me what the weather's like in New Hampshire. Give me some snow and some cold feeling.
Yeah, so we had a pretty major snowstorm the other day. It wasn't record breaking for us, but there were some places, again, Western New York, got like 4 feet of snow.
Wow.
I think Boston got a lot, and all the headlines were like, the snowstorm that people have been waiting 5 years for. So we got about 10 inches. It's like 30 degrees now, and kind of melting off the roof. But when it was snowing the other day, it was so windy. Some places got up to 35 miles an hour. So you can see like all blowing off the roof, and it looked like a blizzard. It was a whiteout almost. It was really cool. So it definitely helps bring the holiday spirit. And it's supposed to snow a few more times before Christmas. And the little snowflake icon is on the weather app on Christmas Day. So
oh, nice.
A white Christmas would be wonderful.
Lovely. Well, Thank you for sharing that today. And I know we've got lots to cover. So Stu, welcome again. You know, every time I talk to you, I learn something. Like I go, oh, I grew up having big king Australian prawns, you know, every year fresh. And then you started to tell me you have Australian prawns, which I did not know.
We do, yeah. Well, we're very good at sourcing and finding very unique gourmet seafood products from around the world. So that's kind of our thing. And so we have a lot of products from Australia, New Zealand, and also from Africa, South Africa, from all through Asia, Russia, even Europe. We bring in products from Scotland and Norway, and that's really fun and exciting.
Nice. And what we've done is we've put up your website, you know, so our viewers can see today. And maybe you can just explain each section and how easy, because, you know, when you hear about exotic seafoods, I mean, is this affordable for the general public to buy, or is it just for restaurants? Maybe you can explain some of that to our listeners today.
Sure. So we pivoted in the last few months to offer our gourmet specialty seafood that normally you would only find at the best fine dining restaurants and resort hotels here in Hawaii. We started to sell to the public. And so we launched a web page with a public store. It's at www.seafood-connection.com, and go to our public store, and you're going to see we have quite a selection of products. We have lobster, crab, shrimp, some exotic fish, caviar, octopus, smoked seafood, oysters and clams. So a lot of really unique things that you would never find in a supermarket or one of the big box stores. And these items are what we call restaurant quality. And there is a difference in the quality that the restaurants get than that you get in the supermarkets, because the restaurants will pay a little higher price, and so they have higher standards. And especially like sushi bars, you know, you really need to always be buying, if you're going to eat any seafood raw, you need to buy sashimi grade seafood, and you don't find that in the supermarkets. So those are the type of items we bring in. And you know, with the current situation, we would love to see you at the restaurants, but if you're not comfortable to go to a restaurant, you're going to be dining in for Christmas or for New Year's, these products are great to be your featured products for your dinner or for your brunches, or even at any time. And so I think people get kind of intimidated when it comes to cooking seafood, but a lot of these products that we offer are super easy to prepare, and I'll be more than happy to kind of go over them and tell you all about how quick and easy they are to prepare, and how they really can make your your dining experience on the holidays super.
And, you know, Stu, I know my experience, you know, being your friend for many years, I'll call you and go, oh, I want to pick up some oysters. What would you recommend? And I know you're always available to answer people's questions.
We
You know,
are. We
yeah,
are.
and
You know, they can always give us a call at 808-591-8550 and talk to myself or one of our seafood specialists. And most of our seafood specialists are chefs who have worked at many of the restaurants and hotels here. So they really know not only the products, but they also know how to handle and prepare them. We also on our website have a recipe page and with some great recipes. And so that's and also
oh,
some
wow,
tips on how to handle and prepare the products. So we can help in that regards too.
very nice. So tell me, how should you prepare an octopus? I've never gone there yet, and I'd love to know how to, you know, if I buy octopus, what shall I do with it?
Well, we don't have this octopus. We have probably the world's best tasting octopus, which is the Spanish octopus.
Okay.
And you know, there's thousands of different species of seafood in the world, and including octopuses, hundreds of different octopus. And the octopus that are fished off the coast of Spain is considered the best in the world. And so we bring in octopus, we bring in the whole octopus, which you can prepare. But what I recommend is buy cooked and seasoned octopus legs. And I got to tell you, they taste so good. Some people say they taste almost like lobster. That's how tasty they are. And
Oh,
what
wow.
you would do is basically slack them out, thaw them out, and maybe add a little bit of olive oil to them, and just throw them on a barbecue and char them and reheat them, and then maybe cut them into medallions. And absolutely a great, great appetizer. But you can also do it as an entree. You can add it to pasta. There's a lot of different combinations. Very quick and easy. I mean, this is a dish that would take you less than 10 minutes to prepare.
Oh,
That's
wow,
how
really?
it is. And
Okay,
the
well,
people have it, they go, oh my God, that is just the best tasting octopus I've ever had. They also, octopus makes a beautiful presentation, beautiful white meat with the red coloring of the tentacles. Very impressive. Very popular not only in Spanish dishes, but also in Italian dishes too. A lot of different options you can go with that. Or you can just serve it as an appetizer. I've done that before too, and it's a lot of fun.
oh, I look forward to trying that. I haven't tried that yet. And so, you know, I remember years ago, I'd be on the mainland with family, or in Australia on Christmas Eve, we would do crab legs. And then, of course, we'd have the traditional Christmas on the 25th. So how could you possibly combine the seafood with a traditional Christmas meal, do you think? How do you see that going?
Well, you know, it's very easy because you know, often we do it family style, right? We put big plates out and people grab, you know, and be it the turkey or the ham. You can do that the same with seafood. Now, one of I think the most popular products for the holidays that we recommend is king crab from Alaska and Russian waters. And we have what I think is a very unique and great product. It's called the Maris cut. In fact, I have one. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
So what we've done is we've taken the king crab leg and we cut off the shoulder and we cut off at the elbow, and we leave you this gigantic portion that basically is almost like a giant cigar of all meat and very little shell. You get the maximum yield with this particular product. And we only buy this from our very best fishermen up in Alaska and the Russian waters. And so the quality is outstanding, much better than what you would find in the big box stores. Now, this product is super, super easy to prepare. All you got to do is thaw it out, put it like in a drip pan or a strainer, allow it to thaw out overnight in your refrigerator. Then take it the next day, take your culinary scissors, and
Yes.
where it's white, cut two lines, one line here, one line on the other side, and pull the shell away, and you have what they call a window cut. Then you take this and you put it in your steamer for about 8 minutes. You're just going to reheat it because king crab's already been cooked on the vessels. You
Okay.
reheat it, you pull it out, you put it on the plate. Of course, you're going to have a little side of butter. You got to have your butter to dip it into. And you pull out this gigantic cigar portion of
Oh,
meat and you dip it in the
amazing.
butter. And oh my
Oh,
God, it's to die for. So you can put like a half a dozen of these onto a plate and people can grab as many as they want. This particular is our largest size. It's called 6 to 8 ounce, but I also have 4 to 6 ounce and 2 to 4 ounce in stock right
oh,
now.
right.
And
Okay.
this is a great product. A lot of people say, oh, I don't want to do the king crab. The leg is too big or too difficult. There's a lot of shell. You got to dig away at it. This particular cut makes it super easy to not only prepare, but also for people to eat. And, you know, king crab is the king of crab. So you can't go wrong with that on your menu.
Nice. And, you know, and I wanted to talk, you know, I was at a dinner the other night and Stu had provided all the seafood and it was unbelievable. And I think you put the menu together. So maybe we can share that menu because that was pretty neat. Like if you're listening and you just don't even want to think about what to do, just ask Stu for this menu. It was awesome.
Well, one of the most unique products that we import is a lobster tail from Tristan. Now, everyone's going to say, what is Tristan? Tristan is a small little island that's in between South Africa and Argentina. In fact, I even have a little map here that you can see. You see that little red dot. So it's in between South Africa and Argentina. It's about 2,000 miles from any other continent. And there's only about 300 people who live there. And they basically, it's like the Willy Wonka of lobster factories. This is all they really do on this little island. It's an English, or I should say a United Kingdom occupied island. And they produce what I think is one of the best lobsters in the world. In fact, I got one right here that I can show you. They're beautiful rock lobsters, cold water, and they have probably the highest meat yield of any lobster there is, but the flavor is outstanding. And in the pecking order of lobster, this is the premier lobster you would find in the best restaurants in Tokyo or Paris or New York. And now they're also available here in Hawaii. So this is a great well item that we featured at your house when we had dinner there. And you know, lobsters also can be one of those products that you can do like in a combo. You could add it to a steak. You could add it maybe to king crab. You could add it to scallops or a fish fillet. You know, you don't have to eat it all by itself. So we sell smaller size tails, and they're great because, you know, they can be in a combo. You can put 2 tails on the plate, or you can add it with something else to make the entree.
Delicious, delicious. Well, Stu, thank you so much. And just to make, you know, it's very easy if you go onto your website and you go onto the public store and delivery, you do also delivery, I understand.
We do. We now have a delivery service that's a minimal fee. If you're in the 968 area code, it's only $10. And if you're in 967 anywhere on the island of Oahu, it's only $15. So if you want to have it delivered to your door, we can do that. We also, of course, have a will call here in our Kaka'ako warehouse, which is very convenient. It's right by Ward Avenue. We're at 8401 Pohukaina Street. And this, you can place your order online and then come and it'll be ready for you to pick up when you come to our warehouse. And it works out really, really well. So very convenient in the town area of Kaka'ako.
Thank you. And, you know, and just in terms of what's the schedule for Christmas, like when are you delivering to, when can people order to, you know?
Sure. So we're open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, but we will be closed on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. But we'll be open on Christmas Eve and we'll be open on New Year's Eve. And so you can place your order a day before. And like I said, it could be either delivered to your home, or we can have it be a will call pickup at our warehouse. And if you have any questions, of course, you can call us and ask. But people love ordering online. It's super easy. You can do it at any time. we see orders coming in at 2 a.m. sometimes for those people.
Oh,
at night
nice. Okay.
up
Yeah.
and so as long as we get the order in, I think before 6 a.m. we can take care of it that day.
Great. That's great to hear. Well, we always end our session with some Christmas photos from one of our agents, Marianne. And let me just put these on my screen share here. Here we go. Share. Okay. As we know, it's Christmas now, and it's like did the share go on? Stu, can you see the red sails on here?
I do. I see that beautiful red boat. Looks like in front of maybe the Hawaii
down there. Yeah, Chuck's Steakhouse.
Very
but being the theme, she did red sails, and of course, you know, beautiful red crested cardinals. You know, they're out right now again, and you know, our hibiscus, just stunning, yellow, red ones. And anthuriums are gorgeous. And, you know, I've been buying a lot of red anthuriums and a pot of red anthuriums. They're very Christmassy. Just enjoy all our Hawaii flora. And then, of course, the skies have just been magnificent. Maybe we're taking more time to look at these things now with this whole pandemic. But wanted to wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And Stu, thank you for being so generous with your knowledge and your time today. And just everyone, yeah, enjoy his seafood. This is a treat. We're very fortunate to have this in our community. Thanks, Stu.
Thank you, Caron. I love doing this. And so back anytime.
Great. Thank you. Okay.